I went to school just to please my dad, developed some anger as aftermath. I fell off the course while you wait for a Porsche. I'm coming in late off a helipad. I ain't got that money, my nose always running.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? So, I just kind of wanted to talk about something a little different today. And you may have noticed this, not the typical YouTuber that's going to show new project after new project and talk about, oh, well, this project's promising this project's promising this. And yeah, there's plenty of new projects that are coming out, and there's plenty of new projects that could be the next blue chip, whatever. You could 20x, sure, but that's not how I really like to play this game. I like to look at the projects that are bigger, I like to look at the trends that are happening, and I like to focus on them. So I'm going to kind of talk about that today. I've covered cornucopias before, and I've covered Ada Realms and Pavia, and these are all metaverses and buzzwords, and like, sure, they're gonna do better for me to make these videos as a YouTuber because they are buzzwords and they are hyped right now. But these are things to focus on, but I really want to focus on the bigger picture. And if you can understand the bigger picture, you'll understand why these are not just buzzwords and this isn't just a hype sector. So I'm gonna try to cover that today and explain to you why I think this is so important. So these are the 3 questions that I find myself asking all the time, and some of them are easier to answer than others. So will there be one metaverse that takes all? Which NFTs will matter in the metaverse? And is it here to stay? So I'm gonna start with the first one. Will there be one metaverse that takes all? I don't believe so. I believe it'll kind of be like the internet within the internet. You will walk around, you will see, let's say, a portal somewhere, and that portal will be like a blue portal. Above it will maybe say like cornucopias, and you'll walk through it and you will enter the cornucopias world. And then when you enter it, you turn around and that same portal is there that links you back to some sort of central hub. Let's pray to God that central hub isn't Meta from Facebook, because God knows that's not going to be fully decentralized, but who knows, right? It'll be some sort of central hub. And then you'll walk to the left or the right a few hundred feet or whatever it is, and there'll be another portal that says, like, I don't know, Macy's shopping center. And you'll go into that portal and you'll be able to shop at Macy's. Like, and that's how I see it. That's how I see this metaverse happening. I don't think there's going to be one metaverse that takes all. I think it's going to be a metaverse and a metaverse and a metaverse, and this Inception game is just going to continue for a long time. And this brings me to the whole point why I have cornucopias up here first. So they just announced that Network is partnering with cornucopias. And if you don't know what Network is, or Network, we can go over to their Twitter and we can see what they're about. So Network just announced that they're partnering with cornucopias and brings the play to earn game to another level. Now we can go to their little article about themselves, and they are excited to announce, yes, they are partnering. But what Network really is it's like an area to go and sell your NFTs or create your NFTs, or just socialize with it, like post it somewhere. And this is going to be how I see cornucopias's market working. So once you, I don't know, mine some gold, or you get your first horse, or you build your first house, you will be able to somehow collect that asset and bring it over to Network's metaverse and display it for either purchase or just to display it, and that will be how their social engine is kind of run. So at the moment, how I think this is going to look based off of text is, it says cornucopias will have a virtual headquarters inside the Network metaverse that users can interact with and socialize at. So if you are inside of the Network metaverse, you can maybe go through a portal or walk upstairs to a different room or area, and you will be able to interact with all the people that want to talk about cornucopias stuff. And maybe there's like a terminal up there that you can virtually press and look at some assets that are being sold, or you can just, maybe there's like chat boxes above your head, or you can like just talk to people somehow about cornucopias. Maybe there's emotes that they have and you can just show off your emotes or your cool skins that you have, or maybe you can even ride your horse into there and like show off your horse. I don't know, but that is the idea that they are creating in Network and cooperating with cornucopias with. The last 2 points on the first topic is, I wanted to show that Rob Gregg is the co-founder, and he is saying it's important that they are partnering with Network and blockchain gaming in general because competition for play to earn has exploded in the past few months, and he believes that the metaverse should be open and collaborative, and through the shared Unreal Engine 5 platform, the future of blockchain gaming just leveled up. So he really wants it to as well be, you know, a metaverse with a metaverse with a metaverse. He doesn't want it to just be one takes all, and he doesn't believe that that's how it should be. And I don't think anybody could even try to have a metaverse takes all. I kind of view it, just to like kind of put one more perspective out there, is like when you go to GameStop and there's all of those games in GameStop and you pick one up and you bring it home. Well, instead of picking it up and bringing it home, you just walk to a different area of the metaverse and you walk through a portal, let's say. That is how I believe it'll likely work, so I'm going to continue to use the word portal. And then the last thing is Network is a metaverse with powerful creation tools and infrastructure to easily create, share, experience, and monetize creations. So maybe in Network, this is actually the place where you will go and create your house asset to then take back into cornucopias' metaverse and place. And that's kind of interesting because then it would create a reason for you to go to Network other than just trying to sell your assets. So now we go to our second point. Which NFTs will matter in the metaverse? So I'm going to start with Lion Legends. However, everybody knows that each metaverse will have its own NFTs and its own assets that matter within its own metaverse. So I'm going to ignore that. Obviously, cornucopias' mounts will be important for cornucopias' metaverse. But if we look at a bigger picture, what NFTs that aren't a part of their own metaverse will be a part of the metaverse? So Lion Legends, about less than a month ago, announced that they are going to have staking options for their first season. And every day that you stake Season 1 Lion, you can redeem X amount of Lion Legends tokens for the next 5 years. In addition to staking them, you can redeem the tokens based on a rarity score of your Lion. And it's based on a reference of CNFT.tools, so you can see what rank you have, what rarity. And staking will begin January, February of next year, and you can see what you can do with these tokens. So you can give it a nickname, which will probably become more useful after the second and third one. But the second one is you can convert your JPEG NFT to a GIF NFT, which I don't know why that would be important, to be honest, but maybe we'll find out later. But the third one is what I think is the most important. You can breed 2 NFTs, so Season 1, which is already out, and Season 2, which has not come out yet, to form your 3D avatar that is compatible with any standard metaverse platform. Now that is crazy. This is the only one on Cardano that I have seen that says they are going to create a 3D avatar that you can use in any metaverse. So I cannot have another example at the moment. I'm sure there's probably a few out there, but I don't know of them. So I'm going to stick with Lion Legends. It has 12,300 members, so it's one of the biggest anyways. No need to have 1,000 examples. But Lion Legends is going to be one of those NFTs that I think is extremely important in the metaverse. Let's say everybody's walking around in Cornucopias or Ada Realms or Pavia, and they all have their standard little characters, but you walking around with a Lion Legend. Now, sure, I'm maybe hyping that up a little bit, but you will stand out. You're not going to be like everybody else. You're going to be a lion walking around with these crazy goggles on and this like crazy hair and I don't know. I think that's going to be an extremely ideal thing that people will seek after. So these are the first NFTs that I'm looking at that I think will be extremely important inside of all metaverse platforms. And in case anybody was wondering, Lion Legends Season 2 drops Friday, the 10th of December at 5 p.m. So this brings us to our last point. Is it here to stay? Well, that's kind of up for interpretation or debate, but I think it's kind of obvious. You have Facebook, one of the biggest companies in the world, changing their entire name to focus on Meta, the first part of Metaverse. And they are putting in so much money. And sure, you could say or argue, and maybe you're right, that they are doing this to try to hold on to their leaderboard of social platforming. And that's likely true to a large degree, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to succeed just because they're kind of grasping at straws. I think that they have a lot of money. Obviously they do. They can put forth so much and make this a reality, whether it was going to be or not. And I think with Facebook kind of leading the way, it's just going to push other metaverses to work even harder. Like Decentraland, for example, is the leader, or was here first, and is only going to continue to develop even harder to make sure that they are the leader over Meta, over Facebook. And that's going to make Sandbox work even harder, which is going to make Pavia have, because Pavia's, not as far along as Sandbox and Decentraland, but then Pavia will be able to look at those and see what they did right or wrong and be able to adapt for themselves. And same with Ada Realms, and same with Cornucopias. So I think all of these metaverses are going to continue to grow. They're going to continue to see the failures of others, and they're going to continue to build off of that. And I don't think this is going anywhere. I think this just started. I think this is just like the beginning of the internet boom that we had in maybe 1999 to 2000. And sure, maybe we do see a NFT slash crypto crash. But after that crash that we had in 2000, it just continued to go crazy. So even if it crashes, just in my opinion, I would just buy more. So I don't think this is going anywhere. That is up for you to decide. But look around you. Look around. Unreal Engine is doing it. You have Steam supporting certain games now. You have it was Epic Games that said that they're going to be supporting play-to-earn games. And really, it was only, I think, Steam that said they wouldn't support play-to-earn games. And they may even go back on their word, seeing that Epic is going to take a lot of their customers away from them. And Steam may be left in the dust. I really don't know why they decided to do that, but I personally don't think this is going anywhere. I don't think people would be dumping this much money into these things if they didn't expect them to go somewhere, and I think it's only inevitable. If you've ever played RuneScape, and I use this example all the time, and you were playing in 2007, and you got the Santa hat from the Christmas event, Santa hat did absolutely nothing. It was just a cosmetic thing. You put it on your head, and you walked around, and you had a little Santa hat. And those things went for millions and millions of GP. And that was a lot back in the day of RuneScape Gold. And RuneScape Gold was also very manipulated. People would sell that gold for real life money. So this is where I see this going, only in a more legitimate factor. You'll be able to sell it for real money legitimately instead of illegally on a third party somewhere online. So that's just my 2 cents. These are just my opinions. But this is why I like to talk about these things as opposed to all these other random projects that are popping up everywhere. Because I truly believe that these are the things that are going to make people money. These are the things that are going to continue to be here. They are less likely to be rug pulled. Rest in peace, Danaverse people. I'm sorry, it happens. Do not buy projects that aren't doxed. If their members aren't doxed, just don't do it. There's plenty of other projects out there. Don't ape into projects that people aren't willing to release their faces. Don't do it. There's no need. But I am sorry that you guys lost your money, but all you can do now is move forward, learn from the mistake, and, I wish you guys the best. Now I know everybody's waiting, right? When's the video just cut out and not do anything? Like I just cut out and it goes to the little screen. Well, guess what? Your boy got an end screen now.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.